John, nice to see you again. It's been a year. Seems like a great time to catch up on 5G. There has been an extraordinary amount of progress. Bring us up to speed.
Sure, yeah, it's been a very exciting year, and it's great to see you again, and it's funny to think where we were basically 365 days ago versus all that's happened in terms of the industry momentum now. So we talked to you last year about 5G and things just getting going in 3GPP. Now it's been a full year of progress, working through the Release 14 study item. So a very exciting time of technology decisions being made, but more importantly now also operators coming out and saying, hey, we want to deploy this. And 2019, not 2020. So we're seeing the timeline respond to the kind of global momentum.
But it's
for
almost
5G.
like we're breaking the laws of physics, because the G standards usually get developed in a very striated and calendared way. So this time last year, it really was impossible to imagine that we could get in a time machine and just lop another year off the deployment of this. How's the industry going to do that? I mean, I'm hearing words like 5G NR and 3GPP acceleration, and what's going on?
Sure, yeah, so the 5G NR indeed is the new acronym for new radio, and kind of pairs with the next gen core. NGC is another acronym you'll see a few years from now as well. And so the industry momentum has been about, hey, there is this pull. How can we as a vendor community and as an operator community, regions like kind of worldwide allocating spectrum, meet the demand that we're seeing? And so the excitement has been that momentum and the kind of technical decisions being made at a faster pace. This is not our first time we're designing an air interface, and so there is a lot of technology, a lot of teams coming together globally to say, let's do this.
So less talk, more action.
Exactly.
But we're not having to accelerate the lab work as well, are we? Or are we? Is that happening as well? Or is it that the physics are available out there and we're just going to put them together more quickly?
Sure, there's still the fundamental research is being translated into these implementations. Even today, we're demonstrating 5G NR decisions in action in our, for example, prototype implementation. That's going to feed into silicon implementations. So what you're seeing is kind of globally, teams are being allocated to say, let's address this demand on the chipset side, on the standardization side, and the design side. And you're seeing that kind of movement in the last year from talking about, hey, 5G 2020, a lot of different use cases, to saying, let's have a prioritized development within 3GPP, delivering the high millimeter wave bands, delivering the sub 6 gigahertz bands, delivering differences as well as standalone and non-standalone being part of Release 15. So a lot of work has been gone into the planning and the execution now on 5G.
I mean, I have to say, for me, looking at the industry, Qualcomm is really leading this 5G revolution. So, thank you for doing that. I mean, how have you managed to get ahead in this? Because, I mean, you are, for me, I think the acknowledged leader in 5G development. Did you just see it early? Did you just put more resources into it? Are you just more passionate about it?
Well, it's definitely a combination of all those three things, where we have the committed resources, we do have the passion for, we're in the G business, as we like to say. So a huge kind of research team backed up by development and standardization efforts. So for us, it's kind of an exciting time to translate what started early on in initial cell phone connectivity through the smartphone revolution of 4G, and now into even more use cases as part of 5G. So for us, it's an exciting time to see that kind of vision be translated into reality.
But 4G was great. 5G is going to be mind-blowing, right? I mean, we're talking about really, truly revolutionary stuff. I think the thing which we're probably going to see, I don't know if you agree, is over the next few years, the application of the technology is going to go to places that we haven't even thought of yet.
Exactly.
And that's what happens with these really revolutionary technologies. And that's going to be exciting, isn't it? It really is.
It is, and that's always the exciting thing with these transformative changes, is that you're building this new platform, so you don't really know all of the use cases that are coming next. So the real goal right now is to create this basically compelling and flexible platform that operators, sure, they can do mobile broadband initially. At the same time, it's being designed for these higher reliability, low latency use cases. So it's kind of exciting. You'll see a lot of demonstrations on augmented reality, virtual reality, driverless cars. It's important to remember we're in the very early stages. A lot of those technologies are also being proven out on LTE as we speak today. Gigabit LTE is here today. And aspects of applying that to automotive.
Well, it's sort of the level 5 autonomous car revolution can't happen without 5G, right? I mean, it's that is actually, the two things are going to intersect. So, in fact, the fact that we may have 5G a year earlier means we're probably going to have autonomous cars possibly a year earlier as well. So look
well, we
out.
certainly hope so. And that's the part of, as you're driving to those new low latency aspects, things are happening faster, higher rates are coming, more spectrum is being brought to bear.
Which is great.
So
it's great to see you. Let's try to catch up more than once a year. I have a feeling we're going to need to, because it feels like there's going to be just so much to talk about.
Exactly. We're maybe undersampling if we're doing it once a year.
Exactly. So. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, Thanks, very nice seeing you again.
Nice to see you.
Bye-bye.